Good evening. My name is Maria Guadalupe Hernandez. I'm studying a master degree in University IEXPRO, and my master degree is Normarelis Espinosa Espinosa. And we are going to review the chapter 3 of the anthology of this university. Um, I am going to share a presentation. Remember the last topic that we saw, um, it was it was the difference between the process and strategies. Now we are going to review the learning strategies um, instructions. Okay, and the aim is to demonstrate the topic on this case. The importance of the strategy instruction. What is it? What is the strategy instruction? Is the area of teaching the learners about learning. Strategy is known as strategy instructions, but also we can name it learning strategy in strategy training. According to Oxford and Lieber, the purpose of a strategy instruction is to help the learners become more active, autonomous, more self-directed, more discerning of what is the strategy for them individually. This means that they are going to choose the best strategy for them, or maybe they can develop their own strategy in order to become a better learner, right? And why we should use it, or why they should use that strategy instruction. There are many factors that bring the successful of the learning, but two very important are the strategies that we are going to use, and the motivation of the learner, or the motivation that we are going to make them to develop. Maybe sometimes they don't have the motivation, but we can engage them to be more interested in learning the other language. Okay, as teachers, we is one of the jobs that we need to make. The goal of the strategy training is okay. First of all, we need to answer these questions: how, when, and why. Maybe where also. How we are going to teach them that, when we are going to teach them, and why and where. Okay, a strategy can be used to facilitate their learning and using of the foreign language. Also to develop their own strategies that can fix to their needs. As I told you before, they sometimes they are going to develop the strategies, and sometimes they are going to use strategies even if they don't notice that they are using a strategy. They don't even know that the name of the strategy. But okay, we are going to review that more a little bit. Okay, strategy instruction is in the classroom. According to Kellerman, Jenny, Reese, Miller, um, uh, they are agree with the idea of the maybe the strategy instructions are not so useful for many reasons. And Chamot and Robbins could be difficult to be successful applying just a specific strategy, but could be better using more than one. That means that we don't need to use just one, even if with the same group, with the same learner, uh, with the same classroom, uh, we can use many different, we can mix them. Okay. Overall, we still having the problem about the effectiveness or strategies instructions. Okay, we're going to see. Okay, what is the role according to the framework for Chamot taxonomy? What is the role of the or the responsibility of the teacher? Okay, we as teachers, we need to prepare and present the strategies, and present them and prepare the strategies, or help them to choose the best for them, and practice with them as coach. We need to make the feedback in order to improve the speaking, the reading, the grammar, or whatever is the topic that we are going to, or the strategy that we are using. And also, we need to evaluate at the end. Um, what is the responsibility of the students? They need to attend and participate. If they don't participate, it's going to be difficult, or kind of impossible to them, at least to speak. Of course, they need to participate. Um, Practice a strategy with guidance. Of course, we're going to guide them, but they are going to use the strategy, and evaluate themselves using the strategies independently. Okay. Teaching materials for strategy instructions. You need to answer these questions before to choose or pick up the strategies, that instructions that we are going to use. We need to see what is the level of the activity that we are going to develop. Uh, what is the age of the group or the learner? What type of English we are going to teach? Is if it is going to be general English, business English, or etc. What kind of strategies are being developed? If the strategy is cognitive, metacognitive, social, etc. The materials exist in different formats, such as course book, specific learning strategy books, self-directed instructions. The aim is how to learn better, or rather than what they are going to learn. Okay, uh, it's better to teach them a little bit, but focus on the goals of the, or the needs of the student or the learner, better than show them a lot of things, but they're not going to get a lot of things at the same time. Also, the sequence is very important in that point. Uh, okay, self-directed instructions materials are focused on the learning alone. Okay, they are going to, as I told you before, they are going to develop maybe their own strategy, or use those that already exist. Implicit and explicit strategy instructions. The name says, okay, can be implicit or explicit. The first one, implicit, is where it's not necessary to mention it. There is there the strategy, but they don't even notice that it's there, but they are using it. The second one is that one where the learner is asked to reflect about the learning strategy use. Okay, sometimes at the end of the assignment, I ask them to fill up a rubric where they say, okay, how did I fail using this strategy? Or also they can use their own strategies, and I ask them to tell me about what are the strategies that they use, or what were the strategies that they use. IEXPRO is in 1966 has defined these differences, like blind, informed, and strategy, self-control. Okay, uh, instead of implicit and explicit. Okay, and teaching metacognitive strategies, O'Malley's and Chamot taxonomy. Metacognitive strategies can be metacognitive knowledge, or metacognitive strategies. Metacognitive knowledge is um, known as the process, and these metacognitive strategies are the planning, the directed and selective attention, self management, self monitoring, problem identification, and self evaluation. Okay, all those are the strategies known as metacognitive strategies. Teacher and strategies instructions. At this point, we already know the importance of this instruction strategies. Also, we know what helpful the materials can be to reach the wish aim. Something very important is that the teacher must be prepared with the knowledge required about the process. Otherwise, they won't be able to help the students. Of course, we cannot teach something that we don't know how to use or we don't know about it. Okay, Nikos has developed a classification according to the ability of the teachers to develop the process. Okay, she divide this develop of the process on assimilators, middle grounders, and resistors. Assimilators are those who are adapted to the teaching practice. Okay, they are agree with using the teaching strategy instructions. Middle grounders are those who are using it but not completely. They don't completely manage the concept. Okay, resistors are those who don't want to promote a transmission of a model of teaching. Sub roles, according to Cohen, diagnostician, learners, trainers, coach, coordinators, language learners, and researchers. Issues and strategies instructions. Anyways, will be many issues to face with, where we as teachers should be careful if it's going to be short and long term. The treatment should be explicit or implicit. The teachers should cover a list of comprehensive instructions or just a few of them. Okay. The conclusion is overall, we have seen the importance of the strategy instructions, its principles, etc. Also, as teachers, how to promote the development of them and the materials as well. This reading will help a lot with the improve of the knowledge about the instructions development. So that means that we need to promote the uh, learning instructions and almost as well as motivation because they are very important. Okay. Thanks for your attention and have a great holidays. Have a very, very good Christmas Eve and grateful New Year. Thanks for your attention. Thank you very much and have a good night. Bye bye.